Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, who teach this truth and rest of life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, Akim get something from this video. It's a quick video here in a couple of precepts here in Obadiah about the so-called white man, man. What prompted me to do this video is my woman was telling me about a situation that had happened to her. Well, not to her, but to someone she works with. What happened to that guy? And she was telling me, I ain't gonna get too deep into the story, but she was just telling me that the guy had went into business with an Edomite woman, and the Edomite woman was actually being greedy and doing illegal things to get more money and using him, using him, using his name basically, so she could be under wraps. And the business actually so she could be off the radar. And the business actually took a loss. So now she's trying to come at him she's trying to come at him for for money, right? Or the so-called money that she lost. She's saying that he owes her that money, and I was just explaining to my woman, that's how, so-called white people do business. That's how they are. Okay, that's how they get down. Right? They don't. And I was telling her, like, because me and her, we obviously agree that this Edomite lady is wrong, but this Edomite lady doesn't think that she's wrong, because these people are pompous and they're proud, and they think that they don't deserve. They think they're above losses. Okay, they think that they're above, and this is how they get down, man. Okay, see, when you go into business, if you take a loss, you take a loss. That come with it, right? But this motherfucker took a loss and was being greedy and using someone else's name and face for her greed, and it didn't work. And she's saying that the guy owes her and this and that. And I was just explaining to my woman, listen, this is how they get down. This is how they do business. This is how they've always got down. This is how they always have done things. This is what they do. It's nothing new. Look at history. Okay, this is what they do. And guess what? They don't feel like they're wrong for it. They hold themselves not guilty, right? They don't hold themselves accountable. Okay, and their favorite line is, "Oh, it's business, it's not personal." And I was telling, if I was that guy, I would have told her the same thing. It ain't personal, it's business. I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing. Right? You better hope you don't get in trouble from the company for using certain different things because you were being greedy. That's what they are. They're greedy, man. They're fucking greedy. Okay? Right? But it's coming to a time where, the Lord is going to judge these nations, man. The Lord is going to judge Esau, Edom. The Lord is going to judge all the rest of the heathen, man. These motherfuckers are likened to, they're animals, man. They don't have a God. Okay? And they could get mad all they want. When we say that, they could get mad all they want. But if you just look at history, these motherfuckers are fucking savages and vipers and snakes. Okay? But without further ado, let's get into it. This is Obadiah 1. And 3, it says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock." And who dwells in the clefts of the rock? Let's get that. Habit. High. Where is that at? And oh no, that's not Obadiah. Rocks. What is it, man? It's in Job. Right, Job 30:1. It says, yep, this is Job 31. It says, you know what? I'm gonna jump down to 3. It says, "For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Okay, they were driven. So you saw a so-called white person back in the day. Man, hey, get the fuck out of here. You drove them away. Okay, because these motherfuckers are a real virus. Okay, they're a real virus, man, and you don't need them around. Wherever they go, they destroy shit. Okay, we understand that. Okay, it says they were driven forth from among men. They cried out to them as after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Okay, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay, children of base men. This is who's ruling the earth. Okay, the Edomite man, and the Edomite woman, children of base men. This is who's ruling the fucking earth, man. This is who we're under right now. Okay, who made donkey noises and shit like that, man. Okay, these motherfuckers, right? The bases of men. Okay, now let me go back. So we understand who dwells in the clefts of the rocks. Okay, it's back in Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? They say that in their heart. All of them, they say that in their heart. These motherfuckers is wicked, man. They wicked. They thieves. They rob. They steal. They kill. They destroy. That's what the fuck that's what they do. They break treaties. That's why you don't make it. That's why I was like, man, he should know not to make no going business with a fucking heathen. You know they gonna fuck you every time. That's what they do. But see, I always say this, man. Our people don't know and refuse to want to learn who they are. So if you don't know who you are, you won't know who the enemy is. You won't understand why he is the enemy or she is the enemy. You won't understand, man. Because you're so busy trying to be even and trying to be on the good side of so-called white people. They don't give a fuck about you being on their good side or not. They don't even need you on their good side or not. They don't give a fuck about that. And if they want you on their good side, it's for their benefit. And they give you something, it's for their benefit. They don't fear the Lord, man. They're prideful. They have a God complex, man. They believe people belong to them. They really believe that. Okay? It says, though thou exalt thyself, for it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? These motherfuckers, if they stealing grapes, they'll steal the grapes. They're still the vines. They're still the stems. They're still the land. They're still the dirt. That's what they do. What they not? Why you think the world is in shambles? Why you think it's so fucked up? And why you think the families, right, the Edomite families of this world that rule this world is winning? Why do you think that? Is it because they worked hard? Is it because they earned everything that they got? No, that's not the reason why. They stole, they raped, they robbed, they murdered, they broke promises, they broke agreements. When he turned your back, they tried to kill you. They you know what I mean? That's what they did. They plotted against you. They came as a friend, shook your hand with the right hand, and had a knife in the left behind their back, and you just didn't know. Because that's how they do business. That's how they get down, and then they get in and get in a position of power, right? They get in a position of power, and then they use a thing called nepotism. Okay. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, right? Eagle, right? Flies the high. Eagle don't fly with other birds. It flies the highest. You know, it'll try to eat you if it think it can eat you. It's a dirty ass bird, right? It says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. It's actually a coin. You could Google this coin, man, where it's an eagle setting his nest, above the moon. It's a silver coin. I remember a brother that used to be in the camp, or a guy that used to be in the camp. He brought it. At the time, he was a brother, so I say that he brought it to camp and showed me, man. I'm like, oh, that's the scriptures. Okay, it says, if these came to thee as robbers by night. Let me finish for it. So like it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord is going to bring these heathen down in due time, okay? And this is why we get happy when we see America falling, okay? It says, if these came to thee as robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? No, not these motherfuckers. Not these. They steal and steal and steal and steal because they're greedy. Just like her. You were greedy. It's a saying in the world. They say pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Right? They're greedy. That's how they do shit. That's what they do. Man, I'm like, man, I'm gonna make a video on that, man. That shit pissed me off. But it just reconfirmed. Like it's refreshing to know that scriptures stand firm. Okay. Let me grab this. This is Psalms 52 and 1. It says, to the chief musician, Mashiach, a psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Amalek. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good. They love evil more than good. Right? They don't sleep unless they cause some type of trouble, man. Okay, it says, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. And they lie, right? But their lying is a way of business to them. They'll lie to you and build a business off a lie. They'll build a country off a lie. They'll build education off a lie. They're fucking liars, man. Okay? It says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, a lie. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. The Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. Just like in Obadiah, there should be no more remaining of the house of Esau, who's the Edomites, the so-called white people. Okay, it says, he shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living, Selah. Okay, we jump down to 7. It says, lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength. They don't make the Most High their strength. Because the Lord does, it says what? Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. So the Lord doesn't deal with Esau. It says, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. So he trusted in the abundance of his riches because he has the fatness of the earth. Blessing was that in the sword. Okay. He lives by the sword. Okay. He lives by the sword, man. It says, and strengthen himself in his wickedness. So everything he builds is built off of wickedness. Right? Everything he does is backed by his wickedness, man. That's why the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. So we tell our people, you will be a fool to want to stay here. Man, look, we use the world, we don't abuse it. We use the world, we don't abuse it. We don't try to be one with these devils, man. Scripture said this is not our rest. So we get what we got. We get what we earn in this world. We take care of our families, brothers that have some, that have families, or have a family, right? And we just hold our crown until Yahweh Shah come back, man. Okay? That's our job. And teach and preach his word. That's our job, man. Okay? Until the kingdom come, then we'll begin to live. Then they'll pay tribute to us. Okay? So with that, man, loading the videos edifying. Lowly Akim got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakadash. I want to tell you brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.